there's an exercise I want to tell you about that's really good for like anxiety and things like that. So the exercise is that it's a mental exercise. You basically pretty much like how to say it, like die, right, to the world. You like visualize, like, say you're like laying down, right, and your anxiety has to do with all the different maybe relations in your life, as well as conceptions and ideas and care and concern, you know, want and reject, yeses and nos, and maybe so's, and lots of woes, or whoa. But the whole thing of that is that if all that is dependent, all the mess, right, of anxiety is dependent on like you and your like whatever speaks and interacts with things, right? Well, just pretend that dies, right? Just die, right? Pretend you die, right? Just like pretend that you die. All the while, like, you can't do anything about it. Your bones and whatever is attached to your bones, it's just there, and you're there with it, as long as you're breathing. So the point of this is that you can die and keep breathing, and then you, like, the way I think it works out is that, like, in dying, you just all of a sudden, well, now you're almost like a ghost. And I don't know, if you were a ghost, you wouldn't have hands and you wouldn't be able to speak, and so you also would not be able to be entangled in things. Now you still have your bones, and you still have your teeth and your tubes, so there's still some intermingling to do with the world, but you can at least know that all that has happened or was happening could all just be chopped and dropped, and it will just rot, and then it'll turn to soil, and then there'll be more of it. But it'll be greener and fresher and better, and you'll just be like in the world, but not exactly of it. But I look at all these cars, you know, and I'm like, where are they going? There's a lot of road and a lot of cars, and there's like buildings everywhere, but I also just don't know where people are going all the time. And I noticed that, like, it seems like everyone driving is in a greater and greater rush all the time. Everyone's rushing, it seems like. And then that's a white car, a white something, red Mustang, some minivan Honda, some this, that. Look at all these. Sometimes I think it's like maybe a big giant parade. That's it. Everyone driving is just like in a parade. And it's just, I guess that's life on Earth.